Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the Legendary Heroes Newage Medic number 52, which, as you can tell by the artwork on the box, this is their take on, of course, Transformers Generation 1's Ratchet. So what we're going to do with this video, I'm going to unbox him live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We're going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes, help you decide how you want to display him. He's got an additional trailer part there, which it looks like we can attach a load of parts to see how that looks as a battle station. We can then do some comparisons with his original Generation 1 self, even though, of course, they're completely different. We can also have a look how he looks at and compared with Hasbro's core class version of him, and indeed with some other Newage and Magic Square legends as well. Right. So, as I start to pack these away, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to this channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. And another thing I need to thank Shosy Stores, which is, of course, who I ordered this from. And as you can see, they got it to me nice and safely and securely. And just for anybody who lives in the UK, there was no import charges either, which is another massive little bonus. So we've got some brilliant actual product shots there on the back. There he is in robot mode, and obviously, as I just said, the trailer looks to be an additional piece that isn't going to fit on him. And there we've got a shot of him in his robot and indeed his alternate mode. Right, let's have a look inside. Now, I've got to confess, I've opened this already because I'm completely new to these figures. I wanted to get a little bit of I suppose a head start on these, shall we say. With the normal Hasbro ones, I pretty much am quite up on it, but with these, it's all new to me, but it's exciting at the same time. So it's in a clamshell. We've got these additional parts here. Now, I imagine that these are going to fit inside that bubble. Once we've opened them, we've got some blast effects, we've got the Medic Bay attachment, and indeed, as I've just said, we've got the additional trailer part there as well. This should all come out. There it is. It does. This is just... yeah, this is just a solid bit of plastic, no movement or articulation, or indeed, of course, any transformation with that at all. However, it is a very good homage. In fact, I'll bring it over in a second to the original G1 self. Now, the first thing that I noticed with this straight away is it feels quite weighty and it feels cold. So, of course, that means we've got lots of die-cast parts in here, which is great. Oh, we've got a little QC Pass sticker on the roof as well. So yeah, so it feels, as I say, exactly that. It does feel quite weighty, and it's nice to feel die-cast metal in figures, like the good old days, shall we say. Right, let's take everything out. We might as well, and let's just move this out of the way. So for the first part of the video, because he's in the alternate mode, it's only fair we have a good look at it there. It looks really cute. I don't really know, as I say, what else to say. The light bar looks attached. You can already tell looking at this that it's really intricate. There's loads of panels and things that are going to fold off. I've just realized you can see his head there in the back and the front rather, but that's not too, it's not too visible. The window is translucent, so I suppose that's a nice little effect. These, of course, are all just tamper graphed and colored in. The back window is exactly the same. You can probably just about make out that that's going to be his leg, shall we say, but everything does look really, really tucked away, nice and neatly. This is the G1 version, which again is just for a little bit of fun to have a look at what it looks like compared to that. What I'm going to do now though is bring this part over, and you can see how badly my Generation 1 stuff's faded to do this. So we can take the arm. Does this go in the back there? It looks like it does. Yep, I'm just going to copy this, to be honest. I'm going to open up this little bag here as well, nice and carefully. I'm going to do it off camera just in case everything decides to pop everywhere, which is normally my luck, unfortunately. Right, so what we've got in this bag, we've got some sets of hands, we've got the blaster, and let's see if I can get it out. I did just make a hole. Where did it go? Here we go then. Let's bring these out. So it looks like there's going to be a tiny bit of parts forming, which is fine because that's quite a regular occurrence on some of the figures now. And yeah, I'd imagine looking at these hands, these would be incredibly tough to tuck away into that really small mold. I wonder if I can just give you something again to give you an idea, I suppose, just how small that particular mold is. Let's have a look. Let's bring in what should we do? These are just the little Micromasters, which Transformers did ages ago. I mean, it isn't much bigger than them. That was from the Thrilling 30. It's probably about the size. It's definitely not as big as what I think the standard Legends class are. It is tiny. So anyway, we've got this little attachment, which I'm going to pop there nice and carefully. I'm pretty sure that I've seen when I've done videos, not on this obviously because I've not done a video on it yet, but advertising these figures, that you could, if you wanted to, put every single bit inside this trailer. So let's just see if we can. I'm not going to pop them off, to be fair. I'm just going to keep them as they are, but you could do, yeah, you could put the two hands in them two spaces there. And the brilliant thing about that is that means that you can have everything on display without worrying about it going back in a box and whether you're going to lose them. Blast effects, are they going to fit on here? Again, I'm completely new to this. Oh no, there's no hole. They're just going to fit straight into his hand slots by the looks of it. Right, to be honest, I don't think there's much more to say about this, or indeed this alternate mode. What we need to do then is come back and have a quick look at him in his robot mode and see how he looks in displays like that. Okay, then we're back, and as you can see, he's in his robot mode already. Quick apologies for no transformation process in this video. That is for a couple of reasons. The main reason is to keep the main length of the video down, and the other is to not spoil it for anybody who doesn't want it spoiling for them. With this being a new figure, I know some people really like to have a go at the transformation process themselves for the first time. And the other reason, in all honesty, it is very intricate, very detailed, and it takes a long time. But if you want to see it, there's a tutorial video loaded separately. Right, now let's have a look at him. He is looking fantastic. The head is on a mushroom or a ball and socket, however you want to refer to it. You can see there, so it's fully articulate. The waist has got a ab crunch, it's got a waist swivel, we've got the shoulders which go to the side all the way around, we've got pretty much near enough a double bicep movement. Yeah, we have double bicep, twist under the shoulders, hips, side, front, back, knee bend, ankle tilt, rock. I mean, everything that you can imagine with this. I mean, this really is, they dub these mini masterpiece figures, and that's why you can see, as I say, everything's all tucked away all neatly in the sides, all like that. They dub them as mini masterpiece figures because they are, and that's why you pay that premium for them compared to other Legends size figures, shall we say. Now let's have a look. In fact, we need to put his hands on him first and foremost, so these should pop out. I'm not going to open the others because, again, I don't think there's much point. If I want to be negative, this is perhaps the only negative, that you've got to attach the hands afterwards, but it doesn't bother me in the slightest. As I said, there's other figures where we've had to do much more than this, and it looks like they're going to be articulate as well. Yes, they are. Look, so we can attach them there. He can stand behind this and he can man it himself if he wanted to, by the looks of it. It's so cool. It really is good. I see what everybody's saying now. Let's have a look. Let's see what else we can do. Let's get the weld. I think that's a welding iron by the looks of it. Yep, looks like it is. That looks okay to me, and I suppose we might as well see what he looks like with a blaster in him as well. I don't know what he'd need the blast effects for. I'm trying to think in the cartoon if he fired up or anything like that. He perhaps did. My memory's playing tricks on me at the moment, but you can see there, he looks, everything's tucked away, it's all folded up nice and neat. There's the wheels. It's a very good toy. It really is. You can see that. I think these separate as well. What looks like, oh no, they don't, they just rotate. Let's pop his hands back on him just for now then. And what we're going to do, we're going to do a couple of comparisons, and we've got to be honest before we do this, that these are all completely different, A, in the time that they were released, and B, in price point. So it's not going to be fair comparisons. It's just exactly that. Let's just see how they all look next to each other, etc. So this is the original one, and I've actually put the head on mainly for this video because I've started to take it off for my own display, but you can see the difference there. It's, you know, it's different leagues, different worlds, different decades, different centuries. So the improvements is absolutely incredibly apparent. So let's move him out of the way. Now onto this one, and again you can see straight away the difference in the quality in these, but it's, you know, there's that saying, you get what you pay for, and that's just simply what this is. This figure costs 3 to 4 times the amount of this one, and you can see it there. However, they're both good in their own right, depending on your budgets, and of course depending on your age and your displaying and what you want to do with them. there's as I say, there's no real competition between these two. This guy obviously looks a million times better. Let's see how he looks compared to Magic Square's Trailbreaker. He's a little bit smaller, but he's way smaller than Newage's Megatron, which we can see there, which I suppose is about right, to be fair. That's pretty much how they should be. You can see that there. So yeah, as I say, not knocking the Hasbro things, these are just exactly that, different leagues, different price points. If I bring in another core class figure from these, because if you're thinking about maybe purchasing some of these to go with the Hasbro ones, they go really well. And I think, yeah, as I say, you can see that goes perfectly with Iguanus there. But in honesty, you know, there's not much more to say. I've just got a few more here by me, by the side. Let's have a look how they look. See, not too bad at all, to be honest. So yeah, I suppose it depends on how much you like the character, how much you want to spend, and how intricate you want the transformation process to be. There's nothing more I can really say about this guy. He is spectacular. He's got a load of accessories. He's a load of fun to play with as well, and he's going to look great on display. Let me know what you think of him in the comments, and if you want to check out the tutorial videos for the transformation, that is separately uploaded as well.